Hi everyone, welcome. Welcome in. I'm Maggie of maggiesbliss.com and we're here live. It's Tuesday. Happy Gratitude Week. Happy Thanksgiving Day on Thursday. I love to think of it as it really is, which is, what are you grateful for? What are you truly, like right now, maybe overlooking, but you can think, you know what? I can still move my body. You know what? I'm breathing fresh air. You know what? I have, food and shelter, etc. Like from the minimal things that some people, right, we would take for granted to the really, really huge things like that person smiled at me today and I'm really grateful for that. Or I smiled at someone and it uplifted their day. How cool is that? Like really, really cool things. So it's Gratitude Week in that sense, right? Gratitude Month. It's Tuesday Oracle Energy Reading Day. So we're gonna chat. We're working with, I don't have the front cover. Where's the front? Here's the book. So I'll be able to show you at least the cover of the deck. Morning, Shannon. Isis, right? Isis Oracle deck. Love it. Alana Fairchild. I love the illustrations of hers, as well as Colette Barron Reed's. The Crystal Spirit Oracle. So I saw these and I said, yes, we need these in our life today. So we're going with Crystal Spirit Oracle and Isis Oracle for our reading today. So what I was called to do was to pull 2 Isis cards and 2 crystal cards. The crystal cards are supporting the 2 Isis cards. They're very powerful, and it's funny, I meant to pull them out last week, but everything happens for a reason. So now we have Isis this week. And the very, very first card, I have to say, right, first, before I even mention cards, how did everyone fare with the lunar eclipse last week? We had the full moon lunar eclipse. It was a partial lunar eclipse, but it was said to be the longest standing lunar eclipse in like 580 years or something, meaning like you could go out and look at it for a longer period of time, depending on what time it was in your area and if you could see it, right? So you would have had to look that up. So we do have a solar eclipse coming December 4th, new moon. So that's coming next week. So prepare for that. Lunar eclipses, solar eclipses, like this eclipse window, it's a portal of energy, just like I explained Thursday night with you guys for our full moon sacred sound journey, which was amazing. And I didn't really go into in discussion wise what we were doing during the full moon sacred sound journey, which was into the spheres. So I brought you into, and this is what I'm going to actually put in my newsletter if I have time to write it out, right? The reason for the spheres, this energetic spheres magic that just came in, what I channeled, been creating, handcrafting items, so the eclipse has me productive. Yay, that's awesome, Shannon. And so what eclipses usually do, just before I get off topic, right? Because I could go on and on about the full moon sacred sound journeys, but go check that out. It's on my YouTube channel, Maggie's Bliss YouTube channel, or it's saved here on my Facebook, Maggie's Bliss Facebook page as well. Lunar eclipses bring truths that have been previously hidden to you. And so for this one, it seems to have brought in like a bittersweet energy. Some good, some not so good. Things happening, like my husband got an even better job. He was notified, it came very fast, and it's like meant to be. But then here's a great example for what's happening is a huge shift happened in his band. He's a drummer, and in his band there was a huge shift, and he was unaware of the differences. The communication just wasn't there, I guess, as much as he thought it was, and he thought things were settled, but now it's been dissolved, which to him is, of course, I would think sad, but also just it's a lot of time spent to cultivate and work with and create bands or anything. So what's going on with your like tribes, right? The energies that you've brought together. So he at first was thinking all that time and what was spent with that, and then actually what he knows and what he said was like, I am grateful for the production of creating and figuring out more of that back-end production work on the computer and soundproofing, like all of the recordings that went into it and the work and the editing. You know, it can be very intricate. But he was very grateful for the learnings of that, as well as meeting with people and being in his joy and playing. So he's going to do that again and fine tune where that creativity goes, right? Because he wants to be creative and write and do these things. So he'll fine tune what that is with some of the people who still want to create. So what's been coming up for you guys with regard to that? Any surprises, good or bad? So what we're leaning into this week with the energies and what's been coming up a lot is the first card, Healing the Divine Masculine. Here's our first card from Goddess Isis Oracle deck, right? How cool. I love the artwork. So Osiris Rises is the small letters in the bottom. I don't know if you can see it because Facebook likes to do the flip. Hi, Sharon. So good to virtually see you. And so we're healing the divine masculine right now. And all of us are going through that because we are not just divine feminine if we're in a feminine body, or divine masculine because we're in a masculine body. We were, you know, and here's the back, bees, magical, powerful. Yes, more of that, please. So the people who have been taught to be more masculine and only go masculine and go, 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 do, must be no emotion, all that like non-human crap. Some of the non-human crap. Some of it is good. Like, yes, take action. Yes, we need to be steadfast and be in our wisdom self, divine masculine, right? But the divine masculine also needs to have divine feminine balance within themselves. So that's men, that's women. Women need divine masculine and divine feminine. Men need divine feminine and divine masculine. So we are all coming to balance with that, and the ushering in of the divine feminine energies, that goddessy energy, where anyone who feels in the more feminine realm are embodying more of that, right? And the men are having, or rather, divine masculine folk. This can be women too, because we as women over so long have been told that we're too emotional, and we're that flow again. We are the creators, the nurturers, the like softer side, and men have that too. And men have been taught over the years too to not to rip away their emotions, and that's not healthy at all. Because then later in life, it explodes, either in anger or too much emotion, right? Because you've buried it so far down, you're like, forget it. So the divine masculine is working on that healing now, especially those who have been taught, women or men, to be more masculine. Now we know we need to be who we are born to be, our divine feminine self, divine masculine self. We need to come to balance within us. If we've come into this life in a feminine realm, right? That's either feminine body or someone who's wanting to be more feminine. We're meant to embody that femininity, that flow, that freedom, that nurturing. And then the divine masculine folk, they're meant to embody the healthy divine masculine. So the healing of the divine masculine, these divine masculine folk, they're stepping forward now, healed. And they are more so next year and in the years to come. They really are doing that healing work because right, you see like more and more men are finally coming back to yoga and just different things that you would usually only see women in, and more masculine folk are finding balance in the feminine activities because we need both. So before I go too far on that, the healing crystal card that I pulled from the Crystal Spirit Oracle is Lepidolite. And that makes so much sense because if you're fighting that divine masculine, it's going to hit you harder. What you resist persists. If you're fighting the divine masculine in a healthy way, if you're fighting the divine feminine in you as being too unhealthily divine masculine, like not divine masculine, but just too unhealthy in that masculine energy, you're going to feel a lot of anxiety. You're going to need some lepidolite. Lepidolite actually has micanized lithium on its surface. So that's why I love to get it raw, because like you just hold it and the extra pores that are in your hands really soak in that extra calm. And that's what anyone who's too heavy and masculine needs to balance that out and come into a calmer state. Do things like get out in nature, do yoga. Everyone needs this to balance that out. Everyone is like the huge call, move your body. We don't have bodies to just sit still all day. That's not healthy. We need to get out in nature and move our body. Do Tai Chi, Qigong, yoga. And then if you're called, of course, I love my aerobics, right? So let's get me some Shaun T or Charlene Johnson for Turbo Fire. I love those. Those are like my two favorite people to work out with. So get your cardio on, get your strength work on. Do the thing that like calls to you to keep your body healthy. And then also like find that flow. For me, yoga is more flow with vinyasa and gentle. And then of course, Tai Chi and Qigong. I just love it. Don't you just love watching people do it? Because it's very meditative. It's very calming. And then imagine yourself just doing that and you're flowing with the chi and the energy. It's just amazing. So do that to come back to health and healing. And lepidolite, and this is also a 32 card, which reduces to 5. So in numerology, it's about change, transformation, prosperity, abundance, flow. So the next card for Isis, Eye of Horus, awakening divine perception. So can you see that? Oh my God. So, right, this is bringing in Isis and Eye of Horus, and that beautiful, and reminds me of the avians, the beautiful high vibrational energy. Your intuition is waking up. Your psychic abilities are opening. You are seeing more truth for truth's sake rather than seeing what you want to see. You're seeing the illusion for what it is. You're truly seeing the darkness for what it is and stepping into the light, right? So you're able to choose a path. You can one way is right, so you're going to choose that path, but you're able to see it with more clarity. And this is coming in now more so. So and if anyone, for anyone getting together with family and friends that trigger them over the holiday, right? See the truth for what it is. Do your best to breathe into it. Step back, take a breath before you react, and just say, I'm here to have good, fun family time and just to get together. And if there's any healing to be had, it will be had. It's meant to come up. So this is just saying, yeah, you have more clarity. It's coming in, and it's bringing in that awareness of everything, the light, the shadow, and what truth is, so that you can see your work, do your work, and rise up, right? And then the healing crystal card I pulled for that one is this guy. Dumortierite. So Dumortierite, number 21 card, it's a 3, right? The Trinity, the Holy Trinity. We have that going on for us. And 333 is said to be the Christ consciousness, the Mary Magdalene, and the Jesus consciousness. Sorry, I'm just having fun with making up fake words, but you know what I mean. So this is a beautiful stone. I don't even remember if I have this stone, but actually on my staff here, it reminds me of it. And although my staff, it's indigo quartz, I'm going to show it to you anyway, just because it's bearing the same similar color on my staff, the tip of my staff here. I love this staff. It's, oh my gosh, if you guys need a contact, let me know. She found her on Etsy. Shaman, amazing. She found this wood near, where did she find this wood? Near, begins with a Y. It's the volcano that is said to erupt, but it's not erupting. Big, vast state land. Someone help me out here. Hi, Sam. It's in the US. Anyway, she found it near the water. So she made the staff from this, and she put in the runes that I wanted to be in there, as well as her own magical work and crystals and stones, but indigo. So I just wanted to show it to you because I don't have Dumortierite to show it to you. but it's similar in its color. Demorderite is going to help you with organization. Think Archangel Uriel, who's of organization, architecture, and structure. This card is telling you to journal, and by journaling, you're able to bring in clarity, vision, understanding. What this card is saying that is coming in, you're going to assist it by utilizing this. This is also a third eye stone, totally, right, for the intuition and psychic abilities. But this is saying, please journal, and you're going to bring in more prosperity and abundance and healing in relationships when you journal. This stone wants you to journal it out. So think about something that might trigger you, or maybe you're already feeling anxious about this weekend, and some people are. I know some people get worried. So remember to bring in lepidolite for anxiety, and demorderite, organization. Open that third eye, bring clarity, speak your truth, but try to journal about it first. Breathe and journal what your wishes are, because I think there is a lot going on in people's heads of, I'm going to create this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to have this, and this is what I need for this, this, and this, and it's in your head. Get it down on paper, and it's going to bring more clarity and more ideas, and it's going to help you manifest it. So yes, more of that. So any questions? Hopefully you guys have an amazing holiday. I wish for you guys an amazing holiday filled with gratitude, love, and joy, and peace. So have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. I'll be coming in live tomorrow for our mini meditation, since Thanksgiving is Thursday. So I'll be with you guys again tomorrow live. We're going to do a gratitude super quick meditation with some breath work. So anytime, Sharon. So have an amazing, if I don't see you, amazing holiday, amazing rest of your Tuesday. Happy Thanksgiving. Blessed be.